Bless up, bless up, bless up. Good afternoon, family. Bless up, Team Rebel. Bless up to everyone. Hope your weekend was prosperous and your day thus far has been what it should be. Yeah, I just happened to wake up and roll over and see that once again, good old Kentucky is grandfathering all the plantation master sins. Yes, they are. Why would we gotta be the last state to really try to get rid of this bill, man? Come on. I'm pretty sure we're one of the last states running around still with those damn Confederate statues. It's like common sense don't make no sense to these hicks, man. I don't get it. Talking about they trying to reserve the right for the parents. What do you mean trying to reserve the right for the parents? It's a bunch of sick people, man. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Really don't get it. This is sick, man. Child molestation. No, my child cannot. I wouldn't. Who in their right man would say it's okay for their child 16 and under, 17 and under, for real? 17 and under. Unless you turning 18 to marry some grown man. I a grown woman. I don't get that. But I'm going to play the video. I'm going to let y'all get to it. Appreciate y'all coming through, checking the video out. Bless up. Drop a comment, like, dislike, whatever. I appreciate all the love and support. Bless up.
A bill to stop child marriage in Kentucky was stalled by a conservative group this week. The development has left some state lawmakers furious, but some claim they just want to protect parents' rights in the process. State Senator Julie Adams introduced Senate Bill 48 after she learned Kentucky has the third highest rate of child marriage in the country, which was just below Texas and Florida. From 2000 to 2015, more than 10,000 children were married in Kentucky.
Crazy.
Kentucky lawmakers have approved a law allowing pedophiles to marry young children who have been impregnated as a result of rape. A bill opposing the controversial law was delayed due to last-minute opposition by the Family Foundation of Kentucky, meaning that pedophiles are still free to marry kids. Insider Louisville.com reports. Sen. Julie Adams, R. Louisville, filed Senate Bill 48 on the first day of this year's session of the Kentucky General Assembly, which would prohibit anyone under the age of 17 from marrying and only allow 17-year-olds to marry with a judge's approval. Under the current law in Kentucky, 16 and 17-year-olds can marry with their parents' permission, and a girl of any age under 16 can marry as long as they are pregnant and marrying the expectant father. Likewise, a boy of any age can marry a woman that he impregnates under the current law. Adams filed the bill after media reports detailing how Kentucky has the third highest rate of child marriage in the country, with more than 10,000 children married from 2000 to 2015, according to the Tahlequah Justice Center, and the accounts of women like Donna Pollard, who was encouraged by her mother to marry an abusive man who was nearly 31 when she was just 16. When informed on Wednesday evening that her bill would not receive a committee vote the following morning, Adams expressed her disappointment in a tweet. "So disappointed," wrote Adams. "My SB 48, outlaw child marriage, won't be called for a vote. It is disgusting that lobbying organizations would embrace kids marrying adults. We see evidence of parents who are addicted, abusive, neglectful, pushing their children into predatory arms. Appalling. So disappointed. My SB 48, outlaw child marriage, won't be called for a vote. It is disgusting that lobbying organizations would embrace kids marrying adults. We see evidence of parents who are addicted, abusive, neglectful, pushing their children into predatory arms. Appalling." Julie Adams, at Dradra, March 1, 2018. Asked Thursday morning who was lobbying against her bill, Adams told Insider Louisville that it was the Family Foundation of Kentucky, one of the more prominent groups in Frankfort advocating for socially conservative causes, who argued that it diminishes parental rights. Adams added that she and other legislators are now working on a compromise bill that she hopes will satisfy the concerns of opponents, but added that the problem is that many times the parents are the problem. as abusive ones sometimes send their own kids into the arms of a predator. Noting Kentucky's shameful national ranking on child marriage, Adams added, "This is not kids marrying kids. This is kids marrying adults." Family Foundation spokesman Martin Cawthron told Insider on Thursday that we haven't done much lobbying at all against this bill, though they had expressed our concerns to the chairman of the committee and asked for a week to work this out. Cawthron said his group was not opposed to the bill setting the minimum age for marriage at 17, but added that they are opposed to the court approval process for 17-year-olds, as it takes away parental rights, in terms of parental consent, and gives it to the court. "So we have a big concern about that. The approach of this bill is the opposite of what we would advocate," said Cawthron. "It takes away parental rights at the very beginning, and then includes them in a sort of incidental way at the end of the process. We pushed for changes in the language to allow for parental rights at the beginning and take them away where they need to be taken away." Cawthron said their concerns could be easily resolved in a compromise bill. Sen. Whitney Westerfield, the Republican chair of the Senate Judiciary Committee, told Insider that the vote would not be held Thursday morning because we're continuing to work with some concerns that folks have, legislators and others. He added that he hoped a compromise bill can eventually be agreed to and voted on, but if not, "I may run it as is." Westerfield said he did not know if the Family Foundation had lobbied against the bill, only repeating that there are legislators and some other folks that have expressed concern. Their concern, according to Westerfield, is about replacing parents with government, and the precedent that sets or the path that this might put Kentucky on. While saying that he appreciated that concern, he pointed to cases like that of Pollard, where there's an abusive parent who does not have the best interest of their child at heart. "Some have implied that it was malicious or that they're trying to slow walk or stall this," said Westerfield. "That's not the case. It really is just genuine thoughts and questions about it." Westerfield said he is working on the compromise bill that blends parental consent and the ability of courts to overrule it. "But if we can't find a compromise, maybe I'll just run it as is. I would support it as is, but I understand the concerns that others have." He added that getting a version of SB 48 passed by his committee is my plan and my hope and my intent. Eileen Richtenweld, executive director of the Kentucky Association of Sexual Assault Programs, said in a statement that SB 48 must be passed to end the current status quo. "This is the legalized rape of children," said Richtenweld. "We cannot allow that to continue in Kentucky, and I cannot believe we are even debating this in the year 2018 in the United States."
That statement alone, legalized raping of children, and I can't believe we are having this debate right now in the year 2018. Here, what was it? I believe I just did one not too long ago. Where was it? In Wisconsin, I think. I believe in Wisconsin. They was trying to repeal that law. Or is it reform? Man, I tell you, it's sickening. It is sickening. Like, no common sense. Where's the common sense at? Please. Was the real Slim Shady, please stand up. We need you to. Come on. You gotta do better.